Hello, visuals, and welcome back to the Visual Cast Podcast with me and Chris. This is Moonlight, episode 5. We'll do that first, get that over and done with, and Chris, then we'll chill with your canoes. I've only seen them once, and I have no notes.
How much episode to go? You have no notes.
No, I know the notes have been dwindling in terms of anyway, but how many I've taken. I've only seen the episode once this week because between watching that, I've been doing lots of other cool stuff.
No notes.
But there was a couple of little things I noticed. There was obviously a couple of things to say about this episode. I will say as well, there is one bad thing about this episode, Chris, that I didn't like. But we'll get to that in a sec. But episode 5 is out, the penultimate episode. We're ready for episode 6, which apparently episode 6 is going to be a longer runtime than usual. I saw somewhere, but as to whether that's true or not, I don't know.
Don't know.
But yeah, episode 5.
Episode 5.
You watched?
I watched.
Yes, well, I
We spent most of our time talking to a hippo on a boat.
Yep.
Riding the waves of the Sahara.
Of the Sahara.
Well, it's the same. It was the first desert I could think of.
Oh, right, okay. That's fine. We'll give you that. The desert, yeah. What did you think of it though?
It was alright.
Yeah,
It wasn't the best one,
No, definitely wasn't my best one.
but it was alright. At least we know now that Mark is the persona, is the main character, and Pooh is Steve.
Yeah, he made Steve because his mother
Pooh is
was.
Steve's maid.
See, right. First of all, because my downside isn't huge, by the way. It's just thinking. That is quite important because I guess a lot of people wanted to know in depth of how it all come about and how we physically saw the personality split and become two, and it's fucking mental when it happens because he's sat in his bedroom and he's like changes like, oh, do you wish you better tidy up, but obviously in a more child cockney voice, and it turns out because well, I don't know if you would blame him for this, he inadvertently helped his brother die. Was it his fault? No, but he didn't hear the warnings of his mother. I think they were just being kids.
Yeah, it's just kids being kids still.
Yeah, and unfortunately they go into that cave. The cave's obviously below fucking ground, so it rains and floods. Yeah. Mark obviously got out, but his brother didn't. His mother blamed him for the death, and like the years passed, and you see him at birthdays, and all like she's hitting him and stuff, being abusive, and then she eventually dies. And there's quite a sad moment between him and his dad when it's at not the funeral, but the wake. Yeah, the wake, and he's looking through. There's a little bit, and then he walks down the street and he does it again. He changes it. I've done it again. I've only got to go lost. And you're like,
I think it was Soho. Even though he's in New York.
Oh, it's fucking mental. But no, it was a very endearing and hearty episode. And I like when they were trying to balance the scales, and you saw them slowly develop. You kept saying, "Why does Mark not want to see this? Why does Mark not want to see this?" Then we see why. Yeah. It was a fun episode, and you saw the whole Mark thing where he gets shot and where he thinks it's. Khonshu and stuff, but yeah, for me the biggest downside was, I know we did see it in this, but I'm not counting it because it's for about 5 seconds. I'm annoyed that we've had 2 episodes without Moon Knight. That's annoyed me a little bit, because that's a third of the series without the title character. It's like going into fucking the Batman, and then a third of that film we don't even see the Batman. I'd be like, the fuck's a Batman? Isn't that what I could have played? So that's what I mean. It's only a minor thingy, because I imagine next episode when we need to wrap shit up and shit gets heavy, I imagine we're going to get a lot of Moon Knight. So I could be saying, you know what, fair enough for the way of the story going. You've weighed it out nicely, but I just thought, Jesus Christ, man, I want to get to Moon Knight now.
Yeah, that's what I'd say.
I'm assuming.
There's been no.
No, I know we physically haven't been able to because Khonshu's statue. They need to break him out and do it that way. But I thought that would slowly. I thought this episode they would have done all that carry on, got him out, and then we would have been ready straight away for the final battle against.
We don't know what next episode's going to be because there's no Steve anymore. Is there? He got his soul taken away. Yeah, or whatever it was. It's just going to be Mark now.
I imagine, because if you think about it, Steve. Because it's like a weird little paradox, because Steve technically couldn't die because he's not a real soul. No. So, but at the same time he is, because he got manifested with his own personality, his own thoughts, and his own likes and dislikes and whatnot. He is literally a different person, but the same body. Yeah. So surely Mark now could just sort of like, I don't know, manifest it again. Yeah. You would have thought, but again, I'm not sure. But it was quite cool because he got his like, I like cricket. It's like I like cricket.
What was his little saying that made me laugh? There was a saying that made me laugh. I can't remember what it was now. Oh, it's such a weird. He said something I thought was quite funny.
What did he say? To me, I always laugh at what he says.
I can't remember what it was now.
Where was that at? Do you know where it was at?
Oh, nah. I think it was near this. I think it was towards near the beginning.
No.
I can't remember what he said now. I thought it was quite funny.
What's fucked is the flashing in and out of the therapy sessions, because obviously we know, okay, you've been shot, you're dead, and then you're on this quest to, you know, balance out the scales and get your soul past all the thingy and whatnot, and then you go back to the psychiatrist with Arthur Harrow and all the shenanigans. It's fucking mental. I really fucking love it. And it depends which one comes back. It's like, oh, Stephen, you've come back. I didn't think I'd see you for ages. And in terms of literally exploring an in-depth mental illness, it's fairly good. And again, I like the fact that it's another show that's breaking out the stereotype of just, I'm a hero, I have powers that save the day, end of day. Yeah. There's a lot more fucking complex, weird shenanigans issues at play. Plus, there is also world affecting shenanigans they need to overcome, hopefully in this episode coming up 6. It's very 3-dimensional. It's not a two-dimensional show or one bit. There's a lot going on.
There is a lot going on.
I hope it sets up nicely. I'm still, like I said, you've got your theories, but I'm still hoping and expecting to see Blade somewhere along the lines. I honestly do think this is going to have a massive payoff. And if you take that episode that we've just had, episode 5, on its own, you need to give credit to everybody, because as a standalone episode, it was amazing. I just thought to myself, fuck it, I want to see Moon Knight. Give me Moon Knight. I love these issues and I love what we're exploring here. I want to see Moon Knight just chuck his moon fucking down.
I still think we're going to see that Wolfman movie.
Werewolf Boy Knee?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would make sense. 100% would make sense. And like I said, you said, Kevin Smith, Edge, got in there on his podcast, said that he couldn't do a show about that because it's already in the lines at Disney. He was on Fatman Beyond. He's like, I tried to do a show about that, but said, no, we can't because we've got something planned. So you expect it somewhere. I'm just expecting as well as that is a load of supernatural heroes. Hence, you know, the Black Knight and the Blade and all the ones that instead of just deal with Thanos and stuff, they deal with Dracula and shit.
Which is like the next week, last episode, kind of gonna shout out and say we're gonna get maybe one.
NC
credit screen.
Yeah, has the Disney one given us 2 yet? Has the Disney show given us 2? Yeah, which one?
Loki. That gives us a credit screen, episode 5 and 6.
No, yeah, we got what? I'll swear I've about 2 in the same.
Oh.
2 in the same episode.
No, I don't think we've got 2 in the same episode.
No, I'm not sure. Loki ended with the Kang statue and him. Everyone at TV being like, "What the fuck?" Falcon Winter Soldier ended with Agent 13 going into the whatever building.
Hawkeye ended with Kingpin missing.
Who else have we had? WandaVision ended with
Hear the Voices and going to a cave.
Yeah, Hear the Voices and going to a cave. Yeah, she was at her little house, wasn't she, in a little house thing? Yeah. But yeah, the episode was great, and like I said, I do appreciate what they were trying to say and trying to do about the whole. Because literally for the whole episode, Mark was trying to stop Stephen from going into that room, really, because he kept going on different. Yeah. And I liked his dad. His dad obviously understood and saw, but you can understand as well from his mother's point of view, because like obviously it must be a horrible grief, and she's more just looking for someone to blame as to say why has this happened. Because it's easy for me to say, wow, they're just kids, they're just messing around, they just wanted to have fun, didn't they? Yeah. They didn't mean it. But obviously she can look at it and say, well, I did say it was going to rain and all this shit. And it's mad how marketing manifested Stephen with a British accent, though, isn't it? He's like, oh, just make him British. He talks like that. It's fucking weird. So, yeah.
Yeah, one more episode to go, man.
And I cannot wait. Because I'm hoping, like I said, I'm hoping for a big payoff. There's got to be, surely.
See?
Because Mark can hopefully get out without any interruptions from anybody trying to take over, because we do know there's a third persona there, and then he can just get straight to wherever Khonshu is. I don't know if you need to just smash up the statue or whatever you do, get him out and just start going Moonlight crazy on everybody. And maybe at the end he finds a way to get Stephen back. Or maybe there is no more Stephen, and the next time we see Moonlight in either a film or a series or whatever, that's part of his little weird quest to get Stephen back. Maybe.
I saw Lost Souls or something in there, so I don't think we'll see Stephen back with that.
No, you might not, but it's just weird one, because if it's somebody he manifested, he should be able to do it again. Maybe someone will say that to him. Maybe they'll say, "Well, isn't Stephen part of your?" Which is fucked, because if you had multiple personality disorder, surely you'd want to get rid of them just so it was just you. Because imagine, like, living your life in your body, doing your stuff, just to then have another one switch in. That'd be a nightmare. So surely you'd be thinking, "Oh, thank fuck, I got my body back. We'll just leave it at that." But he's fucking, but as well, because it's fucked in itself, because he's already dead. Like, he's already fucked, because it's Khonshu that kept him alive. Yeah.
It's a strange one. I'm sure the last episode will figure it all out for us.
Yeah, I am looking forward to it, and like I said, it's only dipping down. I'm ending it with a 9 out of 10, but just because I'm being a little bit snotty and said I want to see more fucking Moon Knight. Like,
I'm gonna say 8.
Oh, man, that's still solid numbers. Because you don't remember the first episode, it was until the very, very end we saw Moon Knight in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then we got a lot more in 2 and 3, and then 4 and 5 we got fuck all.
Hey.
And I'm like, yeah, man, come on.
But you need to think about anything that this is his introduction into the MCU, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
We will see more in the future.
We're introducing Moon Knight. We're not barely seeing Moon Knight. It's like, hello, he's here. Where?
No, I reckon we'll probably see him towards the end.
I think you will see a hell of a lot more. Like I said, it is only a minor criticism, because the way the whole story's flown, this episode made sense, and it was bang on to bring in.
Maybe we'll see more towards the end of the series.
I'll be watching it again, probably after the foosball. Newcastle, Liverpool, which is either hopefully a 0-0 or an absolute hiding. Fingers crossed for the latter.
Liverpool 2-0.
And no, Liverpool don't usually tend to like to beat us 2-0. Liverpool beat us. Like, over the years, it's the likes of the 5-1s, the 4-3s, But the last few games have been a lot more tighter, but at the same time, Liverpool haven't been to St James's since the takeover, and the complete atmosphere change, and we're unbeaten at home, and the run that we're on with all these wins and shit. But Liverpool just have too much talent. Salah and Mane, we're going to. I could talk about this match all fucking day. Sorry, Jurgen Klopp. They got the momentum of their boss signing. Jurgen Klopp is just re-signed till 2026. So, plus, if they lose today, the league's out their hands. That's it. It's lost. So they have to win. And Liverpool are probably the only team in the entire world I back when they're under pressure. So Liverpool, fuck it. Throughout the years, I've always loved pressure. What the fuck's happened there? Someone's getting murdered in the front room. But yeah, Moon Knight episode 5. Like I said, I didn't have my notes. I only watch it once, and I will be watching it again. So, me and Chris are doing the Putty Ones nice and early on the Saturday.
Yeah.
But check it out, visuals. Let us know what you think. It was more of a complex issued episode with a lot more real life. What's the word? Real life issues at play.
Issue, please.
I'd love to know if this is really what it's like for people with
issue, please.
With lots of personalities in their head.
Maybe.
Yeah, I wonder if it actually, because like, you remember that film with James McAvoy,
Split.
Yeah, where the different personas, like one genuine thought he was a kid, and yeah, but then when he turned into the beast, was it the beast?
Yeah.
He physically got. I know in that film it turns out they really were superheroes. Because at the end of the third one, it shows you that they really were superheroes, and the government are hiding it. But when they turned to different personalities, they all actually had their
different abilities and strengths and stuff, didn't they?
Oh, you just killed Moon Knight. Yeah, so I wonder if that's a real.
Maybe, I don't know.
It'd be fucking weird, that. It's so weird. But yeah, Moon Knight episode 5. It's a nice 9 out of 10 for me. I just really want to see Moon Knight.
Well, you will next week.
Listen to you with your little drain cover, you little fucking saggy bastard. Happy late birthday to Chris.
Thanks.
And happy late birthday to Optimus, you spoiled little prick. Fucking bought shitloads of pets, spent fucking 35 quid for him to have a fucking shower, and he come back with a tie on. I said, yeah, well, I will put a little cute tie on me when I have a shower. But visuals, thank you for listening. Keep on keeping on.
And as always, love you, bye.